Madam President, I'm a hun féin agus macardia in some group of Regúnach, Cuireann Fáilte Rose. Tá súla going go méid an am an catan tú an seo, mar cowardit agus mar overolalas. Tá súla going freisin go mhainnig tú teanamh as the court go éireann inniu. Madam President, it is a remarkable feature of our politics that I have the opportunity to address the President of the EU Parliament today on the occasion of Ireland's 50th year at the heart of the European project. 3 years ago, I entered politics principally out of frustration at the lack of a 24/7 emergency cardiac service for Waterford and, more generally, unequal access to healthcare and education in the region. I know everyone in the room will appreciate how swiftly I worked in my parish concerns there. The warm welcome offered here today needs to be compared to the contested ground of the Céad Míle Fáilte that Ireland currently musters for refugees. Irish people know that migration is a long-term, often forever entanglement. The kindness and decency of the welcome matters. There can be no second-class citizens in a republic, even in our flawed republic. Yet we are now at risk of emulating the cold house of our English neighbours offered to Irish labourers in the 1950s, or the sentiment there delivering unconscionable treatment to the Windrush generation and their explicitly hostile environment for migrants. Madam President, Irish people value a warm welcome, but ours and EU politics' ability to deliver one is now an open question. In Ireland, we can certainly afford a dignified reception. This week's GDP numbers show that the calibre of the welcome relates to government's capability rather than resources. President, the EU can afford a warm house also, and a warm welcome. In your address on election as President, you affirmed a commitment to European values of dignity, solidarity and fundamental rights. Will our politics and governance allow us to live these values? Are we capable of ensuring that no more people meet the fate of Alan Kurdi in the Mediterranean? It is profoundly a question of capability. Realistically, in Ireland, it is a question of solving the housing crisis and the broader challenge of raising both the capacity and the quality of government services. Our politics is tired, Madam President, weary from perma-poly crisis, the bailout, the pandemic, housing and health, the energy crisis. But the cost of failure to deliver is that we let our values slip. If that happens, we will be diminished as a people, and we will be known not for our welcome, but for our inability to welcome those who throw in their lot with ours. Thank you.